helping to protect it. Oh yeah, the Explorer. She's looking to dive deeper, all while Chase looks out for her. Because these friends have Chase. Alerts that help check, tools that help protect, one bank that puts you in control. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Now at 5, we're following breaking news out of New York City. For the first time in our nation's history, a former U.S. president has been convicted of a crime. In this case, multiple felonies. The news at 5 starts now.
NBC4 News at 5 starts with breaking news.
Former President Donald Trump has been impeached twice, indicted 4 times, and now found guilty on all 34 counts in his criminal trial. Good evening, everyone. I'm Annabelle Sedano.
And I'm Carolyn Johnson. Colleen is off tonight. That trial centered on allegations that Donald Trump falsified business records to hide a hush money payment to an adult film actress ahead of the 2016 election.
NBC4's Conan Nolan will be with us throughout a majority of this show. Conan, we are less than 6 months away from the elections. What happens next? I think that's what everybody wants to know.
You know, that's a good question. Now, we have a document that documents the Constitution. And keep in mind, this is a moment that the Founding Fathers no doubt thought could have happened, but like the rest of us, hoped it wouldn't. Regardless of your politics, it's never good when a former president of the United States also holds the title of convicted felon. But that's what happened today. We've entered uncharted territory. This was the former president just a little while ago, the presumptive Republican nominee for another term outside the Trump Tower following the verdict. A jury had deliberated for approximately 9 hours over the past 2 days, guilty on all 34 counts. This was a falsifying of records case. Normally, this would be considered a misdemeanor, but the Manhattan DA tied them to hush money payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels, and using what he called, or what has been called, a novel legal approach never used before, he tied the hush money payments to a federal law pertaining to election fraud. That Mr. Trump conspired to mislead the American electorate in the 2016 presidential election. Now, certainly the Trump team will appeal this decision. They say this was politically motivated. It was a trial in a deep blue city and a deep blue region and a deep blue state. That appeal, however, will take months. July 11th is the sentencing day, and as we see some of the debate outside the courthouse today, keep in mind, July 11th is just days before he's to be renominated at the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. Everybody asks the question, does this keep him from running for president? No, it doesn't. Constitution says nothing about that. So he can continue to run, although in some states he would have a hard time voting as a convicted felon.
What about the gag order? Is that still in effect now?
The gag order,
the sentencing, or is it?
Gag order is not in effect,
yeah,
but it plays a role only in the here that it's unlikely he's going to go to jail.
Right.
He doesn't have a criminal record, and so, but. The fact is he violated the gag order that was imposed by the judge, what, 9 different times?
10
different times? That could weigh on the judge's decision on what to do next. So could he face the inside of a jail? Some argue that he's hoping for that because nothing would clarify for his supporters and his base of support this notion that he is taking one for you, that the Biden people think that he's going to win, so they're trying to keep him from running. That's what his narrative has been all along. So it's unclear as to how his repeated violations of the gag order is going to result in the sentencing, which is the next big day for him.
Yeah. All right, Conan, thank you.
Sure.
All right. So what does this verdict mean for Republicans and their presumptive presidential nominee?
The sentencing in the case, as Conan mentioned, just 4 days ahead of that GOP convention. Our Robert Kovacic is in the newsroom now with some of the Republican reaction to all this. Robert.
Well, and to touch off by what Conan was just saying there, in the words of one Republican out of Orange County, you have now awoken a sleeping giant. We have been gauging the verdicts all day as soon as they came in. We're going to start right now with the former vice chairwoman of the California Republican Party. Her name is Hermit Dillon, and she is also currently an attorney for the Trump presidential campaign. And of all of those we spoke with today, she is the least shocked by the verdicts.
I'm embarrassed as a lawyer to see what happened in the court in New York today. And I'm also a New York lawyer. I started my career there. And it really offends the conscience that this judge allowed this sham trial to be run from beginning to end with a lack of due process, a violation of the defendant's rights, biasing the jury with incorrect fatally flawed jury instructions.